Good day, people. Hope you're all doing well. It is the 14th of March and it's time for another Rust Workshop skin checks. Yes, with this video, we're going to take a focus in with a financial perspective. We're going to look out for all the newest Rust skins and find out if there's any skin continuations. That usually leads to potential delicious profits. We can take a look and see, is there a good investment to be made there? And right now, this is my first attempt at doing this live on stream. So hello chat, how you doing? Feel free to ask questions after the introduction. I've got to make sure this works out nicely because this is my first time doing it live. So in the future, if you want to hop in and say hello during the stream, all the links for this video will be in the description, most notably the link to my Twitch. So if you want to go ahead and do that, next week I will start around 8 o'clock in the evening UK time, so 8 PM UK time. And yeah, we'll go through all the newer skins that have appeared over the previous weekend and as of Monday. We'll talk more about that in a second. And yeah, so you get the idea. Feel free to hop in, ask questions for all the new skins that we look at. You're more than welcome. All right, so let's properly introduce what we're going to be doing and introduce how you can get yourself set up like I am. So we've just seen a whole bunch of new Rust Workshop skins being submitted over the past few days, and well, now we're going to have to go take a look through all of them, which I have nicely prepared here in my own collection. Lovely. So I will post the link to this collection in the description. You got the idea? But you might want to sit there and say, well, how are you seeing all of these skins here? How have you got all of this nice and prepared? What is a followed authors list? Right, well, let's explain that right now. Alright, gents, so we're going to get ourselves set up with the followed authors lists. So I'm on the main Rust Workshop page, as you can see. Now, let me just quickly point out, your followed authors list will be located right here, and you can see all of the skins produced by the followed authors that, well, of course, you are following. But as I said, we want to get started in setting that up, so we'll just scroll down to here, and we can see all of the accepted skins. These are the skins that are accepted in the past few weeks. Well, I mean, if you go through all of the previous pages, you're going to see skins that are accepted months ago. If you go that far back, you'll see years ago. There's all of the skins that are accepted into the game in this huge batch. But the thing that we want to do is we want to go through some of these skins that have been accepted, yes, and you want to go to the bottom right and you want to see all of the skin contributors, all of the artists. So of course we've got the Toxic Wolf door right here. Yep, looking very cool submission, and of course it was accepted. Loads of people liking it. But what we want to do is, because that's been accepted, these two artists right here, they're very likely going to be making another skin in the future that's of the quality and being accepted, so I want to follow them. So let's just follow Mr. Zinc and Mr. Ike Veneer. So I go over to their main profile on their account, and then I go to workshop items, and as you can see, I'm already following Zinc. And then I'll go over to Ike Veneer, I go to his workshop items, and oh, look, I should follow him. There you go. Ta-da! It's as simple as that. So, you might notice as you go through all of these pages that some people work in groups, some people work solo, some people might work in a group as big as 4. You might also notice that some of the skin creators, they kind of work in different groups every now and then. This is just some of the things that you pick up. But so as long as you follow all of the skin artists for accepted skins, you'll always be in the know, and you'll always know of all the new skins that they've submitted. And as I said, you just go over to here, you'll follow the authors list. The more skin authors, the artists that you're following, the more skins that you will be seeing. So yeah, as you can see, I have a lot of skins here because I'm following a lot of artists, and that is just one of the methods that you can use to start building up your followed authors list. Alright, so now we need to look at another method in which you can build up your followed authors list, and that is every Monday loads of skins are being submitted onto the workshop for a very good reason. So we'll just go hover over browse, and then we'll go to in-game, and by default we'll see all of the most popular voted skins. Very nice. But you want to, on the Monday, hover over and go to most recent. You want to look at all of the skins that are being submitted on the Monday for a very important reason, and that is all of these skin creators are submitting their skins within a deadline. They want to get onto TGG's top picks list, which you can see right here. Every week, that German guy, also known as TGG, he produces a list of skins, which then gets put towards Face Punch, which then is more likely to potentially being accepted. So, you know, with the right intuition, all of the skin creators are wanting to get their skins submitted before the deadline, which is 11:59 Monday PST time. The very second it hits midnight, deadline over, okay? All of the skins that are submitted before that, all good. Afterwards, well, you better have a good enough reason for why you were late. Simple as. So, as we can see right here, this is the most recent top picks list, as you can see. And, of course, Mr. TGG has produced a new video. If you want to go take a look at that, feel free to do so. But you might notice we've already seen all of these skins. We saw them last week. So, what I want to get across is you can go through all of the skins on a Monday. You know, pick out the ones you like. You don't have to go for every single skin that's probably going to, you know, potentially always going to be accepted. You might want to just show your support for some of the newer skin creators that are just getting started. It's nice to help out. It's nice to show some motivating words to the comment section and whatnot, so feel free to do that. So pick and choose the skins that you like, start following the creators that you like, and you will also see most of the quality works being submitted on the Monday, so you get the idea. You can build up your list just by appearing on the Monday and looking through all of the skins by most recent. I would advise avoiding looking at most recent any other day, because you're going to see a whole lot of copyright stuff and some naughty things you probably don't want to see. The quality works are always here on Monday, so that's when you should look then. All good? Right, so I've already mentioned to you how TGG produces his top picks list, which of course it's an improved chance in potentially being accepted because Facepunch will see that list and they'll pick from there. But what you could also do is you should start looking through the likes of TGG server for skin submissions, and that's where I am right here. This is his server, and you can see many skin artists that have been uploading and linking all of their works into this section. But you don't have to go to his server directly. You could also go to the actual Rust server itself. I'm on the workshop/map making section, and well, it's usually only skins that are being submitted here, so of course it's the exact same people. You can find all of these places. They're all available to you. It's all public, these servers. And then if you click this right here, you can see that we have another Discord right here, Rust Skin Making Discord, which is located right here. And yet again, I'm seeing all of the skin artists uploading all of their works right here. So yes, I can look for skins this way as well. You can look on the Rust Workshop. You can look on Discord servers and all that. So all good. Lovely. So which skins do you like? Start following the artists. Start commenting. Show your support. It's as simple as that. So if that was interesting to you, and you want to learn a little bit more about Rust skin submissions and the routine, how it usually plays out, we have this video that's always linked in the description for my skin checks video. Micro's hypothesis, time frame for Rust workshop submissions. This usually just kind of explains the whole process in which when skins are submitted, they go through a process in which TGG will add them to his list. He will curate his list. He'll make sure there are copyright skin checks and whatnot. He'll make sure that everything is made by the actual skin creators themselves. And then once that's all nicely done, we then see the top picks list being produced with a video, as you can see there. So yes, that is the usual routine. And then of course, Facepunch themselves will see that list and then potentially pick out some of the skins from there. Or sometimes they pick out some skins that have appeared it could have been from a previous list, or some of the very new skins, which we're about to discuss right here, right now. And of course, gentlemen, with my list that I will be linking in the description as well, you can go through this list yourself and you can start picking out some of the artists that you want to follow as well. It's as simple as that. And so, gentlemen, after that lovely introduction that didn't take several cuts to do, we can get started. Are you right over there, chat? Are we all good? So feel free to ask questions during this whole lovely stream that we've been doing. Lovely stream. And we're going to be going through all of these skins, from deployables to tools and weapons to armor and clothing. We're going to discuss the financial potential for some of these based on whether or not they're continuations or collections. Maybe some of them are just very cool to look at. We'll probably take a real quick look. So I can't believe I did that perfectly nicely, and we can get started now. Oh. Let's roll, gentlemen. We are now going to be discussing all of the newer skins that were submitted this past weekend as of Monday, because of course the deadline. Let's go. So, gentlemen, let's zoom in very nicely and get a good look at these new skins. Starting off, we see Legacy. He's not made a comic skin this week. He probably wants to take a bit of a breather. Perfectly fine. But you might notice it's a return of the Ancient Squiggles collection. Do you remember the Ancient Squiggles rock? No? We'll go take a real quick look and remember. Let's go to the past using smm.app. Ancient Squiggles was a, Ancient Squiggles rock. It didn't have any other skins accepted. We did see some submissions, but they weren't accepted. So, if we see that furnace being accepted, would this have that much of an impact on this rock? Probably not. There's not that much of a great connection there. It's not really something I'd see change that much. So it's nice to see a old collection getting a nice surprising return, but it's not going to really have that much of an impact. So we shall proceed. Let's go take a look at some of these other skins. We're now moving into sleeping bags. We have Asylum sleeping bag produced by Mr. Fresh, and then we have a cheese sleeping bag. Is this in connection to the cheese door? What? It's like wrapped up cheese. Michael, what are you doing making delicious looking snacks? Is it connected to that cheese door? I almost typed Michael. So we go to cheese. Gentlemen, do you like a nice bit of cheese? Would you like to have a sleeping bag? Oh, it is. It's a cheesy collection. Chat. It's a continuation of the cheese collection. Wow. So let's just go over to here real quickly and remind ourselves of the cheese sheet metal door. Gentlemen, there's only 77 of them on the market. Do you remember when they got a bit of a bump in price? It was a good few months ago, but yeah. Do you see? That was random, wasn't it? It went all the way up to about $3.50 and then down. So, if we do see another cheese deplorable skin potentially being accepted, do you think the cheese door will jump back up again? Well, if we usually see that 100 skins on the Steam market for a rust skin is average amount, if it's the average amount, then I would believe that could easily get bought out, that could easily rise up in price. We could see a spike in demand. The usual, you get the idea. Yep. So that's potentially something that you want to keep an eye out for. One thing that I just want to do really quickly is just get this to the side so I can get currencies. Should have had this prepared, my apologies, but we can just go back over to here. Yep, and if I were to look at any other skins, I can see the different currencies. So, in fact, if I just go Control-Shift-T, there we go, and we can just quickly see that this is $1.22, and yeah, no resistance. If we do see this turn into a collection, it very easily could jump up. We have seen this in the past. Deployable collections are something that is, it is becoming more of a fruition, and yeah, it's all good. Right, so let's now move on to rugs. Gentlemen, we've got a lot of rugs, as you can see. We've got the Surf School rug, made by Slavny. We've got Le Cramp's St. Patrick's Day rug. When is St. Patrick's Day? It's sometime in March. I haven't been keeping track. I don't drink that much. Kaiba has produced a Don't Step On rug. Well, I mean, is it like a puzzle? Out of curiosity, I'm just going to take a real quick look at this. Oh, yeah, it's like one of those things that you stitch together. Okay, no, that's a cool idea. That's a cool idea. Micro has informed me that the St. Patrick's Day will begin on Friday, March 17th, 2023. Enjoy your drinking, my friends. Enjoy your drinking. Right, we've got a pretty cool looking poster, Cobalt poster, made by Sadist. Then we got Old Wallpaper rug, produced by Freddy. Then Kosem has made a fixed version of his drywall rug. So he made one last week. I think that was actually supposed to be a fixed version for the skin that we saw last week, and his actual submission this week is a water-resistant rug. Of course, that wasn't accepted. I think it's in contention to be accepted this week. You get the idea. Typical picks, TGG's list. You get the idea. Yeah, so potentially one of them might get accepted. And we are seeing a bit of a theme here. Rugs that are being used as wall decorations. Have you noticed the trend? We've got a poster, we've got wallpaper, we've got drywall, and now we've got brick. Brick walls. Chat, do you want a brick wall inside your base? Loddie's offering it to you. So far, we've gone through a few of the deployables. Gentlemen, please don't forget, with the list that I have here, that will be linked in the description, please consider going through it yourself. Please consider, following some of the skin creators that you like, with the works that you liked here. Please consider voting yes or no for these skins. Did you like it? Didn't you? Do you have some feedback that you might want to offer? Go to the comments section. Let's just use Cheese Sleeping Bag as an example. Go to the comment section. Do you like it? Of course you would. But yes, if you have some nice, kind words to offer to the skin creator, tell them. It's nice. Gives them a nice boost of morale. Show your support. But if you think, you know what, you could probably change this a little bit. If you think you have a good idea, tell them. Maybe the skin might not be accepted, but they could see your feedback. They could see your potential good idea, and they could incorporate that for a version 2. There you go. So, you know, support the skin creators. Offer some nice, kind words. Offer some nice feedback. Just make sure you're nice and polite, and everything's all good. It's awesome. Right, so we went through a furnace, some rugs, some sleeping bags, and now we're on to boxes. Gentlemen, Mr. Slanosta has returned to his reinforced collection. Yes, late last year we got like 3 skins. There's some doors. Oh, that's a nice looking picture right there. Ooh. So yes, this is the return of the reinforced collection. Will we see a nice potential rise up in price for some of these skins if we see another deployable skin being accepted? It's fairly decently in contention. Now, the number one thing that I should quickly point out with these skins is, and this has been something that's been going on for a long time with this collection, they always have a very low amount on the Steam market. Remember, on average, every Rust skin would have around 100 quantity on the Steam market. If it has more, it has above average. If it has less, it is below average. This has only 77. When we look at this, we don't see that much resistance. And remember what I say? If we do potentially see a new deployable skin being accepted for an already established deployable collection, all of the pre-existing ones very likely might get bought out. There might be a spike in demand, there might be a spike in price, so be prepared. You understand now, if a new piece is potentially accepted, this is looking to be a potential good investment. So yes, this only has 77. This only has 41. Oh wow, that's actually a bit of a surprise. I didn't realise it was that low. And then we have the large box. So the big brother to the small box, only 48. So gentlemen, it's right there in front of you. Do you think if we saw another reinforced skin being accepted, would it potentially cause these to go up in price? Will there be a buyout? You tell me. It's in your hands. What moves do you want to make? So yep, that's the reinforced wood box made by Slanosta and Demon. Remember, follow all the people, all the contributing artists. Alright, so now we're on to Pharaoh's chest made by Broadzilla. Then we have this transparent looking factory storage box made by Mr. Jürgen Guster, and that's all of the small boxes. Now on to large wood boxes. We have some more storage collection attempts. This one made by Keke. His Hawaiian collection continues. Hasn't had a skin accepted, mind you. In fact, none of the storage collections have had a skin accepted. I don't know, it's not my choice, is it? We have Darkiwa with his paint drip sulfur storage. Vitalik is making a vintage style large box. Then we have Shelter wood box made by Ya. Light energy large wood box made by Mercy. And Giba, I'll bring this up. On our Saturday Skin Showcase, me and Mr. Micro, we took a nice quick look at the likes of this toolbox. Look pretty cool. Well, it looks like Mr. Giba's now trying to turn this into an interesting looking collection. Now, at the moment, you might have seen the resources door collection, twig door, log door, stone door, and of course last week we saw the sheet metal door. Looks like Mr. Giba saw that and thought, you know what, I could make like a box collection out of that. And as we can see, we now got the crate large box. Gentlemen, remember what I said? If you like some of these skins, the collection link is in the description. You can go through all of these skins yourself. You can vote for the skins that you like. You can offer some kind words in the comment section for the skin page. You get the idea. Awesome. So, that is cool. And now we're on to doors. Starting off with the wooden doors, we have Wet QA's Mysterious Moon wooden door. And then we have Mysterious Moon wooden door that glows. Wow. Then we have a Leprechaun's door. As we've already pointed out, St. Patrick's Day is apparently this week, so of course loads of people are making some St. Patrick's Day themed skins. Very nice, Mr. Algorithm. We've got Kua here making a fairly cool looking tavern door. We actually had a quick look at this just a few days ago. Very stylish. In fact, I'll give it a real quick peek because I really do like the idea that he made here. If we just show the nighttime look, It's got a nice faint glow. And in our Saturday Skin Showcase, we always bring up, does the door, so this applies to all glowing doors, does the glow give away your position? You can crouch right below that. No, it doesn't. So, very cool aesthetic, very cool design. Cool stuff there, Mr. Kua. Very nice. Then we've got the all-seeing entity door. This is sheet metal doors now. Yep, so starting from here, we've started to look at sheet metal doors. So Delta has produced the all-seeing entity door, and it also has a nice glow-in-the-dark. We have Oasis with the molecular metal door. It glows. It looks cool. Distortion has produced the metal door. No, I mean, 9K has produced the distortion. Sorry. I print that and thought that was the skin creator. No, Mr. 9K has produced the distortion metal door. Surveillance door produced by Mr. Verona. I will actually give it to him. What's he done? He's made a skin in theme for the recent update that we had. We, of course, have controllable drones. We can control CCTV and whatnot now. So he made a skin in theme with that. This is a regular thing that skin creators do. Perfectly fine. And hey, I think a lot of people would approve of that. That's a very cool looking surveillance door that he's produced. So yeah, when there's a cool looking content update, skin creators will make skins in reference to it. And usually they do get accepted. So yeah. Did you like it? Why not go to the collection link in the description? You can vote yes or no on it. You can offer a nice comment on it as well if you want. So, let us proceed. iSmile has produced the Pipes sheet metal door. Shino, I believe you're the last person to submit a skin this week. You just squeezed in with your flamingo sheet metal door, so... Oh, naughty. But hey, he managed to get it in on time, so that's all right. Trap for Souls metal door made by Marco. He's got a regular one, and he's also produced a glow-in-the-dark one. And yes, you are allowed to produce 2 versions of a skin for the week. Of course, as you can see here, one that doesn't glow and one that glows. And this is perfectly fine. So, awesome. Mr. Elros has produced a aquarium metal door. Looks very nice. In fact, let's just go take a real quick look at the fishies. At night time, very nice use of the glow-in-the-dark. Looks cool. Just wanted to show that off. I thought it looked nice. Then we got the Evil Crystal sheet metal door made by Lee. And we've got a continuation of the Constellations collection. Mr. Cavinci has decided to make, I think this is the 3rd version of his Constellations sheet metal door. Nothing wrong with that. If you wait a month, you can make a version 2, a version 3. You can do it as long as you want. So, Constellations collection, probably one of the best deployable collections I can use to explain a deployable collection and what happens when we see more skins being produced for it. So, we have already had the Constellations sheet double door, we've already had the Constellations armored door, and we've already had the Constellations garage door. But the main thing that I want to point out is Constellations garage door. When this was accepted back in the middle of January, what happened to these 2 pre-existing deployable skins? Click, click. Let's go take a look and see what happened. So right now, this is currently selling for almost $7. Good job to you. But what happened on January 12th? I scroll down. What do I see? Why is that suddenly spiking up? I wonder. It happened on January 12th. I wonder what happened. Well, a new skin was accepted to the collection. That was the garage door. So this applies. This is something that you need to be aware of, and this is what I was implying earlier with the reinforced collection. If we do see another acceptance for the deployable collections, you can see a spike in demand and, of course, a spike in price. And then if we go over to the armored door, you'll see the exact same thing. On January 12th, what did we see? A spike in demand, a spike in price. This is something that we investors need to be aware of. Do you want to jump in? Do you think that we potentially might see the Constellations sheet metal door being accepted this time? Because it is like the 3rd time. Nothing wrong with that, as I said, but yep. Just understand there is a potential profit to be made if it does get accepted. There will be a spike in demand for these, and the prices very likely will potentially go up. But as we did see, it went up, and then it immediately started to go down a bit. So you've got to sell it at just the right time. So if you were to buy in now, would it be a good idea? You've got to take that risk, don't you? You've got to think about it. I've simply offered you the option, or rather, pointed it out to you. Yep. And now we're on to garage doors. Mr. DDK has produced the Portcullis garage door. Very nice. And what do I see here? Made by Hats and TM. It's the return of Retrowave. gentlemen, get a good look at this. We've got the ever so lovely looking bright pinks, bright blues, the snazzy looking designs of Retrowave. But wait, there's more. There's a glow-in-the-dark version. Let's just quickly show that to you. Get a good look at that. Does that look appealing? Does this look familiar? Why, of course, it's the Retrowave collection. These skins came out a good few years ago. We've had bows, hats, and I don't need to look at you too long. You do look good, don't worry. You got the crossbow, you got the SAR, you got the sleeping bag, you got the AR, you got the large box. We've had loads of other skins submitted, but they weren't accepted. There was a long break, and now we see the return. So, gentlemen, let's go take a look at the Retrowave collection. Will we see? Oh, I've typed enter. There we go. Okay. Oh yeah, I've got to do this in an awkward way. Yeah. Oh no, because it's got a space. Retrowave. SCMM can be a little bit weird sometimes. There we are. Perfect. So we have a garage door potentially in the pipeline, right? If this were to be accepted, will some of these other skins go up in price? Well, I'll tell you, first of all, that's already comfortably up in price. People do like the Retrowave collection, as you can see. Prices are starting to go down now. We're past post-Christmas, but even then, these are still holding up very nicely. They didn't sell a stupidly high amount. Well, that did, 48,000. Whoa! But yeah, these all came out just before the shift, the offline TV era. That came out during it, so that's why it's got so many sales. But yeah, these are all beloved, enjoyed, and if we do see more skins being submitted, I wouldn't be surprised if people start to buy out these ones, and then eventually, if more and more of these do get submitted and accepted, these easily could go up even further and further and further. There's no guarantee, but you can clearly see people still like them a lot. And yeah, if the collection does grow, I'm sure the demand for all of these will potentially go up as well. Because there's so many of this one, it probably might take a little bit longer for that to go up in price a whole lot more, but you get the idea. So yeah, there is potential here. Maybe the deployables might shift a little bit more. Maybe more the sleeping bag. The sleeping bag is, you know, there's a lot less of them in comparison to that. There's 3 times less compared to that one. But yeah, I've simply pointed it out to you, gentlemen. If you like what you see, please consider voting for it. Please consider offering a nice comment or two. And now we're on to sheet double doors. We have the fake armored door made by Antonio. Seems he wanted to jump in on that theme of making doors that are, well, they look like they are the resource. But he made this as a sheet double door and not an armored double door. I feel like that was a bit of a mistake. Personal opinion. So yeah. Also, Freddy's the one that's been successful with this. I'm not sure why he tried to sneak in on that, but we shall see. Mr. Chillag, he loves making a good door. I will just want to point out this to you. Yep, he loves to make a pretty cool looking door, doesn't he? Quite some time ago, we saw Creature Art double door. We saw Rattlefang metal door. Well, now we have the Sage. But you might have noticed he hasn't had an acceptance yet with these. Cool looking doors, but yeah, they haven't had the acceptance yet. So could this be the one? Could this be the first cool looking door that gets accepted by Mr. Chillag? Do you like the designs? By all means, take a look at yourself. Consider voting for it. You get the idea. Awesome. Mr. Court has produced street art sheet metal doors, one without glow and one with glow. And then, Mr. Zlodno, this is the last deployable skin that we're going to talk about. It is a continuation of the barbecue collection. Mr. Zlodno has produced a sheet metal double door, barbecue sheet metal double door. We have had the barbecue large box accepted fairly recently. Last week we did see the submission of the small box, but now we have the submission of the double door. So if we just go over to, I mean, we could just probably go back 2 weeks and you can see it for yourself. It's right here. It's the barbecue large box. Ta-da! Well, that's gone down in price a little bit. Why has it happened? Because for 2 weeks we didn't see any signs of this potentially turning into a collection. But of course, well, actually we did with the small box, but it wasn't accepted. You get the idea. So yeah, if we do see an acceptance, I wouldn't be surprised if this potentially goes up in price. So it's an option, but this is the only skin that's been accepted so far. And we know Face Punch can be a little bit odd with double doors. They tend to be a little bit picky. But hey, it is below its rush door price. If you were to buy in now, wouldn't be too bad of an idea. But if it does get accepted, if this does get accepted, will this go up in price? I think it's got a very good chance of happening. And will we see potentially more? Well, Solodno, of course, he did make this small box last week. you know, he is sticking with it. He is still making skins for it. We shall see if any more get accepted. But yep, that is it with the deployables. Gentlemen, in my chat right now, hello, hello, hello. Was there any deployable skin that you happen to like? What was your favourite deployable skin? Feel free to sit there and say what was to your interest. I know I talked for a long time, my apologies, but we had to get through all of that. So out of all of the deployables, gentlemen, which one was your favourite? Gentlemen, do you have a favourite deployable skin? Do you have any questions in regards to the deployable skins? Onion furnace, onion furnace. No, that's the previous week, Flynn. That's the previous week. You like the Kua? You like Kua's Tavern Door? It did look nice. Yep. Constellations is looking to be in a pretty good position as well. Yep. So got a lovely batch of sheet metal door skins this week, didn't we? Here we are. Tavern Door version 1 and version 2. Remember, you can have an alt version if it's just a slight variation, totally allowed. You like the Kua door? Lots of Kua door. Get EXP like the surveillance door. So looks like loads of people like the doors. Get EXP likes the brick rug. All right, mate. It's not a shopping list. I said pick your favourite, not all of them. All right then. So shall we move on to weapons and tools, or tools and weapons? I can't remember what comes before the other in terms of alphabet. Don't worry, I will keep my brain focused on skins. Gentlemen, let's start off with Debski. He has produced a giant emerald rock, looking very cool. Would you want to whack a very valuable gem with rock on a? You want to keep that? Put it on a big ring? Well, yep, he's produced a rock skin. The last rock skin to be accepted. Wasn't that Christmas time? You know what? I'm actually curious now. I'm going to go ahead and check. So, rock. Show me the rock. I want to see the rocks. Yeah, Christmas time. It's been 3.5 months. So, yeah, wouldn't be a bad shout. But then we have Buckbeard here. He's produced a roasted marshmallow hammer. Here's a little question time. Chat, I ask you, when was the last marketable hammer skin to be accepted? When was the last marketable hammer skin to be accepted? I will give you 10 seconds to answer my question. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yes, Cowmail Legend, you are correct. You could be a little bit more precise, though. The last hammer skin to be accepted, that was marketable, was... Come on, load up. Here we go. It was over a year ago, March 3rd, 2022. It's now 14th of March 2023. It's been over a year since we had a marketable hammer skin being accepted. I, for the life of me, don't know why Facepunch suddenly didn't like accepting hammer skins. They used to be a fairly common sight, and now, nope. Yeah, we did get Twitch drops. That did happen. We did, of course, get a free one during what was it? It was the food kitchen one, wasn't it? So one of you did say November. Yep, Mr. Walt Jr. Flynn, you're correct, but that wasn't marketable. This was the last marketable one, the 3rd of March 2022. So if that were to be accepted, do you think that might get a lot of attention? Maybe. Would it sell nicely? Probably, because I don't expect to see another hammer skin being accepted for a while. For some strange reason, Facepunch just doesn't like hammer skins anymore. And you might sit there and say, oh, did people not submit them? I've seen many submissions. Over this past 365 days, I've seen many submissions, but they just don't want to accept. Strange. Oh well, let's now talk about jackhammers. K-Drix with the rusty jackhammer. Epic with the spearhead jackhammer. Then we got this guy, yep, with his F1 Grenade Pro Gamer Grenade. It's like a keyboard, and then of course you got the RGB keyboard. Last F1 Grenade skin to be accepted, 2017. It's been 6 years. Oh dear. Mr. Cowmail Legend has produced a new collection. It's the Bare Bones Hatchet and Pickaxe Tools. Got a nice bit of transparency there. See all the teeth. In fact, I'll give him that. Come on, let's just take a real quick look at that. Look at them teeths. Yes, he flosses 100%. Mr. Sir Q has started off a new collection. He's produced his hatchet and pickaxe post-apocalypse. You know what? He also has a little bit of transparency here as well, so I'll just quickly show that. Reminds me of the lumberjack stuff. Reminds me of the Lumberjack stuff. You can see how it's all rendered, welded together. Looks cool. So let's see if that turns into an interesting batch of skins, Mr. Cirque. Mr. Zinc has produced more Toxic Wolf stuff. Not surprised in the slightest. He's had 2 skins accepted these past 2 weeks. So, Toxic Wolf. I mean, I just scroll down here. Here we go. Hello, Toxic Wolf. How you doing? How are you looking at the moment? We've had a few more... Oh, wow, that's doing all right, isn't it? Up 24%. That's taken me a bit by surprise. But yes, Toxic Wolf is doing pretty okay. It's been going on for... 1, 2, 3-ish years. No, well, technically speaking, 2 years, but yeah. 2021, 2022, and of course 2023, we are seeing more Toxic Wolf skins being accepted. I don't blame him for trying to get some tools, because I'm pretty sure that would be a nice, interesting new spin for that. So, if we were to see tools being accepted, would the pre-existing skins potentially go up in price? Well, I think they're already comfortably in their position already as to how they're going to do. As I said, less people are playing the game. Hey, Hedge, could you link your list? I did it earlier, but yeah, thank you for posting that to him. All good. Yeah. Right. So, where was I? Sorry about that. Well, I'm doing it live. People are going to ask questions whilst I'm doing this. Of course I'm going to get interrupted, but don't worry, it's fine. You're welcome to. So, will the tools have that much of an impact on the Toxic Wolf collection? Well, we've already got a decent batch of these skins out already. We've got, obviously, various amounts of weapons, starting to see deployables happen. Would tools really make that much of a difference? I don't think so. The main thing that I will be looking forward to now, and we have seen attempts in the past, it's if Mr. Zinc and Mr. Eichfernerd, will they make clothing and armour? Will we see the likes of core pieces such as Tier 3 armour, Tier 2 armour, and hoodie and pants? Couldn't hurt to give it another shot, guys. Even the comics collection, after 2 years, Mr. Legacy decided to make a version 2, and that got accepted, didn't it? The hoodie and the pants. So, worth a shot. Let's see if that potentially happens in the future. But the tools, I don't think it'll have that much of an impact. So, looks cool. Does look cool. I will give it that. Let's take a real quick look. Got all the saliva all over it. But yeah, that will probably, potentially, maybe get accepted. But you know what you can do? You could go to the link in my description right now on the YouTube. You can click the collection link. Go down to here. You could vote for it, yes or no. You could go to the comment section. You could show support. You could offer feedback. Feel free to do so. Right. Not right now, Mr. J. Compian. If you can wait a little bit after, then we can sort out whatever problems you might have. Unless it's a J. Compian, if it's a question for what we're currently doing right now, Mr. J. Compian, feel free to say it on chat. But if it's not related to what we're doing at the moment, save it for afterwards. All good? Right. Now on to a hunting bow. In fact, we don't really have that much primitive stuff this week. We've only got one hunting bow. No crossbow or anything, just one hunting bow, made by Ideal. We have the Wasteland Ioka, made by Andre. Yes, it's the return, or rather the continuation of the Wasteland collection. It's an Ioka. Yes, so Andre, McQuarrie, and Hewok, they have been very successful recently. We've been seeing a lot of Wasteland skins being accepted. So, Wasteland, let's go take a look at you. Also, chat, here's another question for you. When was the last Ioka pistol accepted? When was the last Ioka skin accepted? That's another question for you. So I'm going to talk about the Wasteland stuff. You can answer that, and I can sort this out. J. Compian, I would sit here and say that's not really relevant. I wouldn't say that's super relevant at the moment, but I can talk about that afterwards. So, in regards to Wasteland Collection, as we can see, there's a lot of skins that have been accepted this year. Now, for some reason, SMM adds the Wasteland AR here. This was a separate skin that was submitted 2 years ago. I don't actually think this is actually supposed to be part of this. It is made by the same main person, Andre, but I don't think this is actually part of this collection. SMM's just a little bit confused. But what the point I'm trying to get across is, all of these skins were all accepted in 2023. They've been very successful in terms of, getting accepted. But the point is, would an Ioka have that much impact on these skins to potentially make them go up in price? I don't think so. Yeah, we already knew back then that tools, unfortunately, don't seem to hold up as investments. They tend to go down pretty sharply. Of course, this suffered that fate. During the time when we're looking at SAR skins, SARs weren't really holding up very well. We had loads of SAR skins being accepted in such a short amount of time. So, of course, that didn't really do well either. And then Pythons in general here. Thompsons, always got that good high gun demand, so their skins tend to do very nicely, and this was manipulated. So overall, an Ioka skin probably won't really have that much of an impact in terms of helping boost this up. But the extra point that I want to point out is the last Ioka skin to be accepted was... Do I have to type in Ioka pistol? Oh, it's there. Okay. It was the Pixel Ioka back in May 12th, 2022. We have waited almost a year for another Ioka skin. So yeah, someone said Cucumber Ioka. You were slightly off. It was last year, but it wasn't the most recent one. It was Pixel Ioka. So yeah, something nice to keep an eye out for, but we shall see. Wasteland has been very successful this year, though, so there's a decent chance that it will be accepted. Right, let's now scroll down to revolvers. Mr. Anubis Dunk is making a new collection, it seems, Hot Shooter. This is one that does and doesn't glow. This doesn't glow, but this one does. Maybe we'll just take a real quick look just to see how the glow looks. Oh, very hot. Okay, out of curiosity, I just wanted to see that. Then we've got Children's Toy made by Dendy, Sap, Children's Toy Sap. Let's just take a real quick look and see the glow on this one. Oh, it's just like that, always. Okay. So, one thing you might notice, glow-in-the-dark weapons don't really tend to get accepted that much. I mean, if it were to be like the Sap, I'd understand, but yeah. It's, you know, They thought, I want to see if I can do it, if it would be accepted, but as you can see, they supplied one that doesn't glow as well, so yeah, you're allowed to have an alt. You get the idea. All good. So, Militant Sap made by Ariata. Then we got the Textile Sap made by Hashaki. And then we got the Sushi Sap made by WAG, formerly known as Wawagan. He might change his name again, I don't know. Skin creators like to change their names a lot. Now on to pythons. Molly has produced the Poison Dart Python. I believe that's in reference to the rainforest frogs, the little tree climbing ones that jump around. And if you touch their skin, it'll poison you or something. Yeah, you get the idea. Poison Dart Python. Then we've got KVA's Square Pattern Python, which also comes in a colourful version. Oh, nice. We've got SMKSS's Commando Python. Atomic Sheriff SMG, so now we're on to SMG skins. Universe Kid has made Atomic Sheriff SMG. Bingo has produced a Elite Soldier Thompson skin right here. And what do I see in front of me? Little Ranger has decided to continue their collection of Dragon Rage skins with the Dragon Rage Thompson version 2. And this is actually something we're starting to see a lot of. Little Ranger produced a lot and submitted a lot of skins last year for the Dragon Rage collection. Quite a lot of them were accepted, and then after a while, quite a lot of them weren't accepted. So with what we've been seeing recently, he's been making some version 2s and they're getting accepted. Now we're on to the Thompson. So you might have seen me reference earlier with the likes of the Wasteland collection. Thompson skins tend to hold up very nicely, and as we can see here, Dragon Rage has already got all of its core pieces. In reference to that, I'm referring to the hoodie and the pants, the tier 3 armor, and the tier 2 armor. That's what I refer to as the core pieces. So we've got them already. That's the point I'm trying to get across is, I don't think a Thompson's going to cause all of this to go up in price. That's the immediate thing that I will bring up. If we had all the weapons first and then all of the armor, that would have an impact. If we had another core piece still yet to come out, that would have an impact. But no, just a Thompson, it's not going to really change all of this. However, Thompson skins, let's just go take a look at all of that. Worth a good shot. Worth a good shot to take a look at. I do like to talk about Thompsons. They tend to be very, 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 very nice investments. We have 31 Thompsons, and as you can see, all of them except one, because it's super, super oversaturated. Yep, they are all in the positive. They are very, very, very reliable investments. Could we see that potentially be accepted? The Thompson, the Dragon Rage Thompson? Well, we shall see. Gentlemen, if you like it, please go to my collection link in the description. Please consider voting yes or no for it. Please consider offering some nice words in the comment section. Very nice. Then we have the MP5s, Mr. Snake Eyes 312 with their Ruby Crystal MP5. If I can remember, they have Ruby Crystal and then they have like Sapphire Crystal. Ocean Crystal, that was it. Yep. So they're going back and forth with these. So it looks like they're jumping back in with their Ruby Crystal stuff. So yeah, just want to remind myself. So yep, Ruby Crystal it is. Do you like it? Is it nice and shiny? If you don't like shiny, how about you take a look at Mr. Sad Happy's handcrafted MP5? A bit more grounded in its design, but hey, maybe people do prefer that. Now on to pump shotguns. Gentlemen, Mr. Upor has made the Pain pump shotgun. Last year we only got one pump shotgun skin being accepted, so could we see one being accepted this year? Would it be the only one to be accepted this year? Well, you can show your support. It's up to you. Tempered Tommy was also very saturated, but also in the plus. Yeah, Astro Watch, it's because Thompsons were very in demand during post-Christmas time, which was, of course, just back in January. But now that we're in March, quite a lot of the skins in general, with Rust skins, they're all starting to go down in price. It's to be expected. But yeah, that being one of them, yeah. So, Tempered Tommy, what was it? It was the Bombshell... No. It was the bombing Thompson that was down in price. That, as you said, it had very high sales. It's now struggling, but that's just because there's just so many of them in circulation. You're probably looking at Rust's front page right now, and you'll probably see them on the front page. They are usually in demand, but they don't really go up or down in price that much. They tend to hold. They tend to be very good things to measure whether the Rust economy is doing well. If that bombing Thompson or the tempered Thompson's doing well, no, the bomb. No, it is bombing Thompson and tempered Thompson. If they do really well, that's usually an indicator that the Rust economy as a whole is doing well. I shouldn't have rambled there. I've got to focus my pump shotguns. So, Upor has made the Pain pump shotgun, and Monomic Man has made the Full Accident pump shotgun. Now, as I said, we only received one pump shotgun skin last year. Don't know why, but what we did see a lot of last year was double barrel shotguns. So Mr. Multi-Name, Mr. Multi-R-Hat Boris Bum, he has produced a energy drink double barrel shotgun. I wonder what flavour that one is. Knock on people's doors and give them the good old Badger Blast. We don't even have Badger Blast in this country. How do I know that joke? Anyway, I'll move on. We have Celtic Tsar, probably in reference to St. Patrick's Day, I'm sure. We'll just take a real quick look. Do you reckon loads of clovers all over it with green stripes and patches would be in reference to St. Patrick's Day? I'm pretty sure it might. Mr. Raff, let's see if that potential... I mean, it says it right there. I couldn't have made the... Damn it, I didn't realise that was there. I was trying to make a joke. It wasn't a very good one. Anyway, so, yep, cool. If you like the green, Mr. Raff's got it right there in front of you. Mr. Sodsender has produced a Notebook Tsar version 2. I remember he was making like a notebook collection, but he didn't get his skin accepted. But he's made a version 2. You know, he's taken some time and he thought, you know what, I'll give it another shot. And you know what, if you like what you see, make sure to vote yes or no, or go to the actual page itself and offer a comment or two. A nice few words of support goes a long way. Now we have the continuation of the Luna collection made by 19J. We have the Luna semi-automatic rifle. So let's go to the... Actually, no. We literally just had it last week. I don't need to go anywhere. So last week we saw a Thompson. This week we've seen a semi-automatic rifle. But last week we saw the Luna AR being accepted. So at the moment there appears to be about 18,000 of them in supply. Look quite nice. It was an AK. Yes, you know, I like to moan about AKs, but so far we've seen 5 AK-47s being accepted so far. Wouldn't be surprised if we see another one accepted this week. But the point is, this is struggling because there's so many AKs. The likes of a semi-automatic rifle isn't going to help cure this from that problem. So this is the only Luna skin accepted so far. Will we potentially see the semi-automatic rifle, if it gets accepted, will we see that help this out? I don't think so. We'd probably need to see a whole lot more Luna skins. That would include maybe the odd deployable, at least some clothing and armour. You get the idea. So, yeah, that's going to take a while. Right, so now we're going to scroll down to... actually, do you know what? I just want to bring this up. Semi-automatic rifle. We haven't seen a semi-automatic rifle in quite some time. In 2023, we've only received 2. Now, the reason why I bring this up is towards the end of 2022, we were seeing constant semi-automatic rifle skins being accepted. It was getting ridiculous. But now, We've only received 2 so far this year. It's not a bad thing in a sense. In terms of investment, that's okay. But yeah, we still seem to be seeing the struggles with that because with so many accepted in such a short amount of time, they all technically bottlenecked each other. But yeah, we've seen a much different layout of that in this year. So will SAR skins be quite rare to see this year? Well, it's only halfway through March. We shall see. We shall see. Or if you liked any of these, you could show your support right now. Go to the description. And you know what to do next. Right, so now on to LR300s. Mr. Kuvahu, I don't know how to pronounce that. Kuvahu, he's made the Brainwasher L300. Yep, LR300. Blah, blah, blah. I can't speak. LR300. Very nice. Mr. PYH, Mr. PYH has made the Double Agent LR300. Now on to Bad Trips Hunting LR300. Actually, that's a continuation, isn't it? That's a Yes. This is a continuation. That just took me half a second to realise. We've had the Hunting Assault Rifle. We've had the... Yep, there we go. I don't think that's actually part of this collection. It's just these 2 skins. So we've had the hunting rifle and we've had the hunting assault rifle. This was accepted towards the end of 2022. It was a bit of a random skin to see. And well, ta-da, we've got another random skin to see. It's the hunting LR300. Now, you're going to sit there and ask me, hey, would this have an impact and cause these to go up in price? No, I don't think so, no. L96s struggle because of gun demand. How likely you're actually going to be able to use it in game. A lot of people are going to say not much, therefore low gun demand equals low demand to use the skins equals low skin prices. So that's got its own problems. And with AKs, there's far too many AKs, too many AK skins. It's oversaturated with options. So another weapon isn't going to change these 2. So yeah. But it was a nice thing to bring up, wasn't it? So cool. It's nice to see another continuation. Now, Mr. Xenon, I think I want to show this. I just want to show you real quickly. He made a very cool looking design for this. Way of the Samurai LR300. Get a good look at that. That's actually some pretty good art. So good stuff there, Mr. Xenon. Just wanted to show people real quickly what that looked like. And remember, you can see it all by yourself in the description. So yeah, cool looking art. That's a thumbs up from me. Would you like to give it a thumbs up as well? You know what to do. Right. Mr. Quicker. He has produced the Maximum Power LR300. It's got zebra lines in that one there. Oh, I hope you didn't have to kill a zebra for that. Mr. Alloy has produced the Arctic Skull LR300. There, look at that. It must be very cold skull. And then we've got Rotten Gold AK made by Sendox. We've got GBG's Viper AK-47. Vincitor with their Hazmat AK-47. Jessen with their Run AK-47. Red Rex has produced Melted AK-47, No Glow, and Stockless No Glow. And the last weapon skin to discuss is Robstar's version 2 and a continuation of the lightweight collection. It's the lightweight M249. Gentlemen, get a good look at this. Now, there is a silly thing that I will bring up. We just recently had an M249 skin accepted, didn't we? And there was a bit of a pattern last year that I noticed, so I'll just show it to you again. So, first of all, I just want to show you M249s. Last year, we received an M249 skin for each season of the year. We received one for spring, the beginning of March. We received one for summer, the beginning of June. We saw one for autumn, fall season, the end of September, and we saw one for winter, the end of December. So yeah, that happened. And then what happened just a week or so ago? We saw one for the very beginning of March again. So if we're going to see that pattern happen all over again, we're probably not going to see that M249 being accepted, or maybe plans will change. But that was just like a jokey thing I wanted to bring up. Lightweight collection. Let's go take a look at you. Lightweight. It's been a while since we saw one of those skins being accepted. How long ago was that? Let's go find out. The last one to be accepted was May 12th, 2022, that being the double barrel shotgun. Now, in terms of the lightweight collection, we never did get those hoodie and pants being accepted, which was quite a tragedy. And I should point out, it was in contention for complete the sets. He made a version 3 at the very end of October. Nope, still not accepted. I don't know what they can do. We would definitely like to see it being accepted, but it just didn't happen, did it? It's quite unfortunate. But yeah, we now have an M249. Will that have a great impact on all of these skins? No, I don't think so. Sorry, I got a yawn here. Got that out of me. So yeah, I really don't think that would have much of an impact. M249s in general struggle by themselves anyway. In fact, if I just quickly show you there real quickly, you can see all of the M249s, and what you see, quite a lot of them in the negative. So yeah. Anyway, so back to here. And back to here. So, gentlemen, those were all of the weapons and tools. Do you like what you see? Was there anything that stood out to you? To my chat, I ask you right now, were there any weapons and tools that you specifically liked? What was your favourite skin? Feel free to mention it right about now. What was your favourite skin? And just to give you a nice quick refresher, here is the link to my collection. You liked the Hunting LR, did you? I thought it had a pretty cool design to it. As we have seen in the previous hunting skins, there is a pretty cool looking wood carving design that you can see right here. And in game, it looks a whole lot nicer. What else do we see? Dragon Rage Tommy. Dragon Rage Tommy would be a very, very, very nice acceptance if we see that being accepted personally, because I know Thompson skins tend to be very reliable investments. I might have to buy 100 or 200 of them just to say that. Why would I say that? Because as I mentioned previously, at the very beginning of January, pretty much every single Thompson skin shot up in price. They are very beloved in-game, as in people like to use Thompson. There's not too many Thompson skins, so a lot of them do get bought out, and pretty much nearly every single, at bare minimum, almost every single Thompson skin was above $5 at one point, just 2 months ago. So I could buy those Dragon Rage Thompsons, wait 9 months, that's not that long, and then sell them for maybe double the price in January time, 2024. Long-term investing, gentlemen. It's as simple as that. Samurai 1. Yep, Samurai LR300 looked very cool. I will give that another quick look because he did a really good job of that. He did a really good job of that. So, wouldn't be surprised if that probably ends up getting a lot of votes. We're probably going to see that in the top rated skins in our Saturday Skin Showcase. Wouldn't be surprised in the slightest that that gets a lot of support. So, yeah. Very cool. So, gentlemen, you like the energy drink double barrel? You know what? We'll go give that one a real quick look. So, a lot of people are probably going to be sitting there begging me to know, what flavour is it, Hedge? What flavour is it? It's rust flavour. That's what it is, gentlemen. Rust flavour. Nice and rusty with every sip. So, yeah, that's cool. Right. Oh, I've skipped ahead. Gentlemen, we are now going to start with armour and clothing and armour, alphabetical order, clothing and armour. Right, so Mr. Confusion has made Grey Gang's jacket and Red Gang's jacket. Well, he's perfectly allowed to make 2 versions if he wants to. That is an option. So yeah, he's made a jacket skin. Then we scroll down and we start to notice something here. Oh, there's a bit of competition. And both of these are collections that we need to be aware of. But we'll start off with Copper Collection. Copper Boots version 2 and Copper Leather Gloves version 2. Gentlemen, get a good look at these booties. We have more skins for the Copper Collection. As you might be aware, Mr. Duck last year got all of his core pieces being accepted. And well, it's been quite some time and now he's thought, you know what? Well, actually, back last year, he did try to get boots and gloves accepted. The road sign gloves were accepted, but not leather gloves. So let's just go over to here and let's go take a look at the likes of Copper Collection. We recently did have the Copper AR being accepted. Quite a few people did jump in and buy out some of the skins when this happened. I think collectively as a whole, people do like the collection, but they didn't really feel invested to wear it or something. But then we got started to see the weapons coming in. So Copper AR was accepted this week, so this previous Rust rotation. We do have another weapon skin, the L96, potentially appearing the next Rust rotation, but now we have more boots and gloves. So, gentlemen, as we scroll down here, SCMM will show us that we've seen previous skins in the past being submitted. We've got a new pair of copper boots and copper gloves. Do you like what you see? Do you want to buy... Well, do you think boots and gloves will cause all of these to go up in price? Independently, I don't think so, but if we keep seeing more copper skins being accepted, much like this, when I saw this accepted this past Thursday, so a few days ago, there were copper skins on the front page. We did see copper armor and copper clothing on the front page of the Steam market. So, Rust Steam market to be precise. It might be something where collectively, if we do start seeing more copper skins being accepted, this as a whole very likely will all be going up in price. Maybe it's something that you only just realised now. I've brought attention to it, so if we do potentially see these and maybe some more weapon skins being accepted, copper collection very likely could flourish. But we shall see. It's not going to happen immediately, but it will happen progressively, so we shall see. If you want to get invested into that, by all means, jump in, go nuts. Right. Now we're on to hardsuit boots and gloves. This current week, we received the hardsuit hoodie and pants. We have not seen that many sales for them, so, you know, in terms of investors, that's an okay thing. We know for a fact that these aren't getting bought ridiculously in excess. These are being bought more closer to the actual demand, which is fine, you know, that's totally fine. 15,000 sales probably by the end of, well, until the next Rust rotation, totally fine. So, as an investment, this is looking pretty interesting because, of course, we can see boots and gloves, and, yep, they're right there. But people did ask Mr. Shedmon, the creator, remember, always take a look at the comment section. Hey, are you going to make a full collection? Are you planning to make armor too? Mr. Little D, yep. There you go. We've got confirmation. We can potentially expect to see Tier 3 and Tier 2 armor on the horizon. So, maybe by default, with us seeing this, we will see these do nicely. We can't see at the moment because these aren't currently in the Steam market. They're in the Rust store, so we haven't seen any noticeable changes. But as of now, again, the more we see of it, the better. But by default, another core piece would have a much bigger impact. And let me remind you, I refer to core pieces as hoodie, pants, Tier 2 armor, and Tier 3 armor. Because we've just started off this hardsuit collection with the hoodie and pants, if we do see Tier 2 or Tier 3 being submitted to the workshop, we see speculative purchases. If we see them being accepted, we see people go nuts for them. There's a spike in demand, there's a spike in price, people start buying out all the hoodie and pants because a new core piece was accepted. And everything I just spoke about there is going to be related to the next thing I'm going to talk about. What do I see with my eyes right here? What's going on here, Mr. Jimmick? What's going on here? It's the pizza hoodie and pants. Pizza hoodie and pants? My God, it's so cheesy. Yes. So, this is a core piece, hoodie and pants. And what did we see being accepted last week? We saw the pizza Tier 3 being accepted. And what's happened recently to these two skins after seeing these two skins being submitted? Oh, you know, speculative purchases. So, we scroll down, we take a look at the price right now. 105, not too ridiculously high compared to its Rust store price, which was 99 cents, but the amount on the Steam market has gradually gone down. This used to be like 100 something. People have been picking away at it. But here is what I want to show you. This was submitted yesterday, and gradually it started to pick up a bit. In fact, we could see about 50, 60 of them sold yesterday. Why? I wonder why. Because people are speculating. Well, it's speculating is more about, I assume, because we got Tier 3 being accepted, surely the skin creator will make hoodie and pants and Tier 2 armor. Anticipation is expecting this to potentially being accepted. So people have bought in now. People bought in now, because if we do see that hoodie and pants being accepted, this very likely will just instantly get bought out, and everybody will want to dress up as a pizza. Pizza, pizza man. Yeah, basically that. Like, remember, people really do like a full collection. They want to collect it all. There might be a 76 right there right now. but that could easily disappear. Now, if you own that quantity right there, I'd remove it, because if this spikes up in price, it could easily go up to about $2. Look at that. If that didn't exist, this has hardly any resistance. In fact, this individual right here has almost half the quantity on the Steam market. I don't know why people do this. Could be a strategy to stop it going up in price so quickly. Could be, but I think they're just lazy. You shouldn't do that. It only ruins your own potential profits. And he should definitely remove it, because on the horizon, we very likely will be seeing pizza, hoodie, and pants being accepted. But again, let's just take a quick look at yesterday. Zoom in a little bit more. How many sold yesterday? 12, 3, 24, 9, 3. So not as many in comparison to the face mask, but still a significant amount. You can see, because that was when that was submitted. So yeah, people have been making moves. We are the investors. We constantly keep an eye out for when new skins appear, and this is why I support the whole idea of getting yourself nice and set up with your own followed authors list, because you could have been one of the earliest people, or rather one of the people to be alerted about this the earliest. Like, we were well aware of it, because this is what we care about. We're constantly keeping an eye on for these collection continuations. Let me slow down. We are constantly keeping an eye out for these collection continuations, because there's a lot of potential investments and delicious profits that need to be done and can be earned. You get the idea. So, cool. That's on the horizon. Let's see if that actually gets accepted at some point, potentially over the next 3 weeks. We shall see. But let's now move on. We have a new collection being started up here. Mr. Wirecat has produced the Red Warrior Road Sign Pants. Very nice, along with the other Tier 2 armor. Let's just go give that a real quick look. Overall, it's reminding me of the red armor that we had quite some time ago. It's a long time ago. In fact, I can't even remember what it is. Does anybody remember the old Japanese style armor that was all red that came out like 3 years ago? I genuinely don't remember this one. Even I've had a bit of a stumble. What was it called? Do I just search kilt and go through all of them? What was it called? Road sign kilt. I'm gonna have to go. This is this is doing my head in. Road sign kilt. I have to know now. I have to search for it. Shut up, chat. I'm looking. Where is it? It's got to be one of the more higher priced ones, because we go by highest price. It's red. It's red. It's not. Is it Samurai Hadate? No, it's not. It's Junkyard Samurai. That's what it was. Junkyard Samurai. Yes, it reminds me of that. But hey, we've got how many skins that exist now? Tons. At some point, you are going to see. Oh wow, that was 6 years ago. Oh, I'm old. But yeah. It just reminded me of an older style skin, and I'll be honest with you, that's got a few more details to it that would stand out a lot better in comparison to the previous one. So yeah, over time, skin creators are going to end up making ideas that kind of overlap skins that have already been done before. But hey, there's only so many themes you can think of. Rate, please. We already have, Mr. Shino. We already have. We looked at it, not properly, but like. We only really point out skin continuations. Yeah, so we'll take a look at that in a bit. Skin creators, you're more than welcome to hop into the stream and say hello. If you want us to take a look at your skins individually, we'll do that for the stream, but not for the video. We kind of have a rule where we try and only show off the continuations, and then we'll move on. Because if we did everything, you've seen how it's been before, it will go on for 2 hours. In fact, I don't even know how long I've been going on here for this one. Let's move on. This is the last skin. The last skin overall, and the last armor and clothing skin. It is the Skull Guard mask and chestplate, tier 3 armor, uncontested. In fact, I should point this out. We've got hardly any armor this week. Only one tier 2 and one tier 3. We've got the pizza stuff. Honestly, Jimmick, you don't have that much competition. I think you've timed this perfectly. You've definitely timed this perfectly. These two, oh, neck and neck. Ooh, chat, which one do you like more, copper or hard suit? That's actually pretty funny. But yeah, Anafin has gone and produced some tier 3 armor. If you like what you see, out of all of the skins that we've seen today, please remember, in the description on the YouTube video, there is that collection link. Please consider clicking it, go through all the skins yourself, start picking out all the skins that you like, vote for them. Maybe offer a comment, maybe start following all of those authors, because don't forget, when you look at these pages, you look down to the right and you see their names. You click the name, you go to the workshop items, and then you can follow them. It's as simple as that. It's so easy to do. And that, gentlemen, oh God, how long did I talk for? How many cuts did it take? Well, all of the talking about the actual skins itself was all one go. So yeah, if I sound like I'm out of breath, please understand that was all in one go. That was one take. Oh, chat. What was your favourite skin today? What was your most favourite skin today? We went through 108 skins, and yeah, let's see which ones make it into the next top picks, the next list that Mr. TGG produces. Please do not forget, TGG has produced his newest list today, March 2023, week 3. All of these skins have a very decent chance of potentially being accepted this week. Also, please consider going on to his actual video as well. You can get a good look at them in-game as well. That's very nice. And of course, all of the skins, let me remind you, all of the skins that we just saw today have only recently just appeared. This past weekend, and as of Monday, I told you about the deadline. You get the idea. So, Flynn. Oh, yeah, okay. So, yeah, your onion furnace is here, right? Your onion furnace is there. Shut up. There he is. Shut up. We looked at it now, all right? Chill out. Okay, so. That was so much. And remember, I aim to do this every week now on stream. To the side there. Thank you, chat, for watching. Thank you for getting involved. Thank you for offering your opinions during this whole stream and whatnot. And, of course, this video. Everybody got to saw you, so that's all cool. And, yeah, that is everything. I don't know what else to say. I'm all done. But, hey, go through all of these skins yourself. Pick out the people, the skin creators that you like. Make your own followed authors list. And every week you can see the newest things that they make. It's as simple as that. Gentlemen, thank you very much for watching this video. I greatly appreciate it. And remember, show your support, be nice, and we'll see what happens from here. Very good. Catch you all later. Bye.